right.
Here we go. Today's chipper day.
Today is the day.
So some of our footage from before. Last night we picked this thing up and we gave it its trial run so that we would kind of know what we were doing today. And we learned a couple of important lessons. Steve, what's one of the lessons that we learned?
That buckthorn continues to be hateful. We were trying it out on the largest buckthorn that we've taken down on the property.
Right, which we did chip up yesterday.
We got it all chipped up, but it clogged the system 3 separate times.
It did.
We've learned that if it is a fresh buckthorn, even though it is a 5-inch mulcher, it is not capable of doing anything much over 2 inches. Then we have to take it all apart and get the clog out.
Yeah, and getting the clog out is not easy. It involves rebar.
It's a full body exercise. So I get my aerobic exercise, a little strength training. So that's the plus side. But it literally, the sap of the buckthorn, when it clogs on the flywheel, it burns and fuses to everything. So when she says rebar, we're pounding through the fused, melted sap. It's pretty impressive. Now
you know why you go through so many chainsaw blades.
I do. It's all coming together this morning, and really I'm hoping for the whole day we're going to focus on all of the buckthorn that I've taken down months ago.
Right.
So it's dried, and hopefully we'll go through this mulcher rapidly. So already future process improvement.
Yeah.
All of this is done the week before we went.
Exactly. Problem. This log has gotten completely stuck. Steve is on the other side of it now, trying to saw it off so that maybe we can get enough give to unclog the machine. But it's not looking good at the moment.
That's gonna just be. This is heinous.
You think we're going to be written another one of these bad boys?
Not anytime soon. I'm gonna have to have my memory purged. I mean, it's just bound around there. I mean, what kind of system is this? Seriously.
That's not a good sign that the sledgehammer was pulled out. There's a potential tool.
We're pretty close to having you return it.
finished. And then we showered, and now we're done with the day.
We're done with the day. It was a full day. We started at about 7 a.m. We finished at about 2:30, a little after 2:30, because we needed to have the
40?
beast back by 3.
Exactly.
So we're going to summarize our learnings. You can see in the background our pile of mulch. What we created was what's called shredded mulch, shredded wood mulch, which we've bought before. We've actually bought shredded mulch rather than, so we've got the chip mulch, individual chips. That's what we thought we were going to produce.
Well, that's what we rented.
That's
we rented a chipper.
Yeah, well, they called it a mulcher, so we didn't know. You know, it was a day of noob. And so this is actually what we made rather than wood chips. See,
Right.
chips, shred.
Yeah.
So you ask yourself, well, how do you end up with shred? Well, that's one of the learnings. What we found was that the blades of the chipper were so dull they were literally rolled over.
It was sort of like the edge of a saucer. That's how rolled over it was.
Yeah. Yes. So we suspected that was not what was supposed to be. But again, we were persistent, and we created about 5 or 6 cubic yards of shredded wood mulch. You can't get a sense of it. It's about 3.5 feet high, and then it goes back 8 feet, almost 9 feet into the grass back there, and then it's 8 feet wide. We, though, learned several other things. Don't rent a chipper with dull blades. Okay, so that's number 1, 2, and 3. Number 4 would be, don't rent the chipper until you've moved the brush out of the forest.
I just need to interject here for just a second.
Okay.
Because in fairness, we really thought that there was a chance that we were going to be able to move the chipper to our various piles.
That was definitely the plan until it was over a ton in weight.
Right.
So that
put a crimp in that.
Right. So we had to bring the brush to the chipper. You saw the trailer loads that we had. Final count of the heaping trailer load, 11. Another lesson is that red bamboo shirts that you saw me wearing, they don't hold up to buckthorn. So
that was a bummer.
Shredded mulch and shredded shirt.
Yeah, that was a bummer.
Yep, I learned that knee-high cutting off of the buckthorn hurts because you just wail on your knees and shins all morning. So you can imagine my attitude by noon. It wasn't good, friends. Not good at all. Although
it was great.
I kept it. I think really in fine control. It could have been a lot worse. We persisted, not because of me. We persisted because Colin, one of our sons, was persistent. But it was epically wound. Think this. Wound around the axle of a flywheel. It took Colin and I well over an hour to untangle
each
that.
time.
It was
terrible.
So what else did we learn?
You want to know what I learned?
What did you learn?
Here's what I learned. I learned that in the movie Fargo, when the guy is putting his friend's leg into the wood chipper, you could totally do that with the body. I mean, those things are super. Once you put a log in there is no stopping them.
No.
They just suck in that log, and they suck in anything attached to that log. When the branches come by, if the branches grab your clothing, that whole thing is going to suck you in. It's like a black hole of I don't know, shredding.
Yes.
I don't know. I should have worked that metaphor all the way through, but it was really it was impressive, and you could totally get rid of a leg or more
Yeah.
if necessary.
Although in the movie they clearly had sharp blades because there's no chance.
It was a much smaller chipper. That's what I
Yeah.
was expecting.
It would have absolutely clogged in the middle of the movie if it had been the one that we rented. I'm just telling you. So we got a lot of brush moved. I'd say we moved half of what we could have if we had the equipment in working order. So that's helpful to know. Colin and I are experts with that model.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
guys.
we literally can take it
Colin's
apart.
sort of amazing. Those of
Yeah.
you who know Colin, you already knew that, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying once again, we think that.
Yep. Yeah, we got good sons, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So
Good kids.
we did not chip, even though we rented the 5-inch model. We did not do anything over about 2.5 inches.
Yeah.
And that then worked. That's the other learning. If you have dull blades, it all starts with the dull blades.
Yeah.
Dull blade chippers cannot chip or shred green buckthorn. That flat out is
Yeah.
a non-starter. It can do very dried out buckthorn. So that's why we chose the piles that we chose today. It was all the stuff that I had cut at least a month ago. Some of it I
didn't know
had
you were
done.
being that thoughtful.
Oh yes, I was thoughtful the entire day, friends. I'm always thoughtful, really, when it comes right down to it. It was a deep meditative state that I was in today.
Well, on that note, I think we could
we're
be
done,
done.
right?
Yes,
Excellent.
yes, because
All
we're
right.
clearly just lying now. So
Goodbye.